Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of T Exclusive Couture. Today we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful jumpsuit. It is a cut together with waist, so there's no joining on the waistline. It's a free jumpsuit that flares out on the hem line. So if this is what you are looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. The one I made is the one being displayed on the screen now, so you can always trust the tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and also share the video. If you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. If you are returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you like to join my WhatsApp group, the link to the group will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. For the making of this jumpsuit, I'll be using a 3 yards of crepe fabric. This is a pattern crepe that I'll be using. So if you are using fabric like Ankara, you can go ahead to use like 4 yards. And also it depends on the size and the length of the person you are working with. So I'll go ahead and do the marking on the pattern paper because the fabric is a bit shaky. So now you come to your center front now. You are going to be marking 5 inches away from the center front. So this is going to be for the crotch extension. Don't forget we are making a jumpsuit that is cut together. There is no joining on the waist. So you are going to mark this 5 inches down to the hem of the dress and you connect it together. So that is going to be where all of our measurements will be starting from. After the 5 inches marking now and you've connected it together, you can go ahead to impute your shoulder measurement on the shoulder line. So your shoulder divided by 2, you can say shoulder divided by 2 minus half inch because it's sleeveless jumpsuit. So you go ahead and measure the chest line, the bust line, the waistline, the hip line, and also the length of the jumpsuit. So now you are going to start extending the lines. Don't forget that the lines here, they are not going to be crossing the 5 inches we marked away from the center line. It is only for the crotch extension. So please, when you are starting your measurement, it is going to be starting from the 5 inches. It is not going to be crossing the 5 inches. So then you impute your shoulder measurement also on your chest line. You connect it together. On the shoulder line, you step down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope and connect to the 3 inches neck width. So for this particular jumpsuit now, it has a V shape on both the front and the back. So here I use 7.5 as the depth of my neck and I connected it to the neck width of 3.5. So now you are done, you go ahead to impute your bust measurements. That's your bust divided by 4. You had 1 inch ease allowance and 1 inch side joining allowance. The same thing for the waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch ease and 1 inch for side joining. And also the same thing for the hip measurements. You had your ease and the joining allowance. So whatever you have there, you are going to be taking this down to the hem of the jumpsuit. Then we go ahead to connect all the lines together. Please, if you are here to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. Thank you. Next is to draw out the armhole. We are using this pattern for both the front and the back. So we'll be drawing armhole for both front and back. Whatever you have here, you divide it by 2. So for the front, you step in by 1. For the back, you step in by ½ inch. So I'm going to be marking each of this one with different color of marker so that we know the one that is going for the front and the one that is going for the back. So this red here is going for the front and I will use the other color for the back pattern so that we're not going to be mixing them up together. So now you have the armhole for both the front and the back. So the next one you are going to do now is marking out our crotch line. So to get the crotch line now, you are going to be dividing your hip measurements divided by 4. So because we are making a jumpsuit that is not fitted, is a very loose jumpsuit, so your hip divided by 4, I will have 3 inches to hit for the free jumpsuit. So that is going to be the crotch line, and it is the only line that is extending outside of these 5 inches we marked away from the center front like this. So once you get this now, this is going to be your crotch line. So the next one we're going to get is our crotch extension. Your crotch extension is your hip. For the front is hip divided by 16 inches. So for mine, I got 2.75. Then I added ½ inch for ease. So on this corner line, I will step out by 1 inch to join the curve together to the hip line. So you can use both your free hand or you can use your curve rule to get it. Just make sure that the curve is perfect to avoid bulging on the center front of your jumpsuit. So once you're able to get this now, so this one here is going to be for the front. For the back extension now, I'm going to be adding 1 inch. So you can add 1 inch or 1.5 depending on how free you want it to be. So then on this part also, you go up by 1 inch, then you connect the lines together. So that is going to give us for the back curve. Once you are done with that now, so for the back is going to be having a zip. So on the hip line, you step up by 2 inches. That is where the zip is going to be stopping. So from the neckline, you mark down 1 inch for your zipper allowance and you connect it together. So the zip is only for the back. So now for this pattern, we'll be cutting out the back first. So we are drawing out the zipper allowance. So after then, the crotch, we are going to be extending it down. So for the front, whatever you have on your crotch extension is what you'll be marking down to the hem. So that is going to go for the front. So you mark whatever we have on your crotch extension down to the hem. Also do the same thing for the back pattern and connect it together like that. So that is the wideness we are going to be using to the hem of the jumpsuit. If at this point you are here to give this video a thumbs up, please go ahead to give the video a thumbs up, comment, and also share the video. The next thing to do now is we are going to be doing a little bit of slash and spread on the hem of the dress. We need to get enough fullness. It looks like a flare on the hem. So now you are going to mark from your bust point down to the hem your bust span measurement. So this is the line we are going to be using to slash it to get enough fullness that we require. So you mark the bust span to the hem and you connect it together. And we go ahead to cut out on the bust span line. So that is how we are going to be spreading it on the fabric to get the exact fullness that we want. Now after slashing into the bust point, now you spread it a little bit depending on how much fabric you want and the fullness you want. So you'll notice that on the bust span now is not relaxed. So you come down to your bust line now, step down by 1 inch, and you mark out like a bust dart of a thing. So we are going to be transferring that to that point and we close it up. So this is for us to have the bust area to be very relaxed. Then you are going to be taping this one down with paper tape so that when you are spreading it on your fabric, it will be very much relaxed. So once you are done now, you can go ahead to cut out your patterns. While cutting, don't forget that this pattern now we are going to be using it for the back bodice first. So all the areas we'll be cutting will be for the back pattern. When we are done cutting the back now, then we can go ahead to cut the excess for the front. So now just go ahead and carefully cut out all of your patterns. With this pattern now, we can proceed to cut out our back pattern on the fabric. So here I'll spread it on the fabric. This is what it looks like. On the hemline, I spread it by 6 inches. So the distance in between is 6 inches. So you can use 6 inches or more depending on how wide you want it to be. So and how much fabric you have. So this is what it's looking like. So I'm going to be adding the necessary allowances. So with that now, you can go ahead to cut out the back pattern on the fabric. Once you are done cutting out the back pattern now, so you can pin the pattern paper from the back, and we are going to be keeping the fabric for the back. We are going to be keeping it aside. Then we are going to be trimming out the excesses that we have on the pattern. That is the back excesses we have here. That's the zipper area, the back crotch extension, and also the armhole. So we are going to be cutting each of the excesses we use for the front and for the back. We are going to be trimming it out so that what we are left with on the pattern paper will be the front pattern. So then we go ahead to also use the same pattern, the front pattern now, to cut it on the fabric. After you are done cutting both the front and the back pattern now on the fabric, we can proceed to the sewing. So when I measure the hem of the front now, after the spread and slash and spread, I have about 23 inches. Then to join the front together now, on the center front, you sew it down to the crotch area by 0.5 inch. For the back, we are going to be showing just the crotch area again alone to the zipper area, also by 0.5 inch allowance. The next thing to do after joining now is to turn it with facing. So I've gone ahead to cut the facing for both the front and the back. So this is the back now. I made the facing to be longer because I'll be using it to turn the neckline and also the armhole. So the facing is the length of the chest line, so I will not have to be turning the armhole differently. Then I will do that and fix the zip for the back. So for the front also, I've joined it on the center line, so you can open up the front fabric like this, then place the facing on it on the right side, then we'll turn the neckline and also the armhole. So here is the result of what it is looking like after turning with the facing, the lining I used. So this is the front and this is what the inside is looking like. So I'm going to be ironing down with army gum later. This is also the back. I fixed the zip also. Next thing now is to add the pockets. So I have the pockets here, 4 of them. So the wideness of the pocket is about 7 inches and the depth is 8.5. So now to fix the pockets, now you come to your waistline, you mark out your waistline like this. Then from the waistline you step down by 2 inches. That is where the pocket is going to be starting from. So you place it right side facing the right side and join it on the side by 1 inch side allowance. So you do the same thing for the all other side. So for the belt on the waist for cinching also, you place it directly on the waistline and also stitch it together. So I fixed the pockets for the both side and also the belt. So this is what the pockets are looking like. So the next thing to do now is to join the whole dress together. So first we join together on the shoulder by 0.5 inch allowance. You put your hand inside one of the lining like this, then use it to pull up the second one so that the fabric will be against the fabric and lining against lining. You arrange it and make sure that they are equal and stitch it by 0.5. Do the same thing for the other side. On the side seam allowance now, you join it together with the 1 inch side seam we added while we are drafting to the hem. So you come to the crotch area also, you make sure that the front crotch and the back crotch align and join it together also to the hem and also finish the hem of the jumpsuit. This is what the finished look is of the dress is looking like. I've joined all of the parts together. This is the front, like there is no joining on the waist and it's looking beautiful already. This is the back also. So we have our side belt for snatching of the waist. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you're able to learn something new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment and also share the video. So thank you today and see you in the next class.